Hello, my name's Aubrey Whipazachari, and I tried to explain the conventional targeting tricks, you know, all of those with the spaghettis, but that didn't work out too well, so I'm going to go ahead and take the time to re-explain them and how it works and all that. So we have these spaghettis here. I'll be using a Gregory Doucet stock whip for this because they're pretty good for targeting. A little off for whip cracking, but good for targeting. So for conventional targeting tricks, a lot of the time people think it's actually the tip of the whip cracking and breaking it. But in all reality, when you snap the whip, there's a perfect line that runs straight down, just like that. And whenever you put something in line with it, no matter what, the whip will always hit it. It's never the popper that hits it unless you're pretty precise about it. Normally what hits the target is around here to about here. That's usually the section that hits the target. Because whenever you do the cattleman's crack, it creates a loop. And that loop comes down and hits the target that you are holding, no matter where it is. So, pretty basic one, everybody knows this one in the whip cracking world. Just now what happens there is I'm holding it still, and the whip comes up, and as you can see it comes right over. Get that at a side angle so you guys see it. Like let's say it's sticking out right there, just comes right by, and the whip comes around, and as you bring that loop down, this section of the whip breaks it. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and show you even something that looks a little bit more complex, like right back here. That's still just doing the same thing. As you can see, bring it over, that part of the whip will be hitting it. So it looks a little something like this, just like that. So after a while of learning and realizing that it is just one straight area that the targets are breaking in, you can start combining the tricks, such as holding targets in this hand in the same hand as the whip. Just so long as you have it lined up, it'll always hit, just like that. So if you can understand that, then you can take one, put it in this hand, and then hold this one here. Just so long as they are in line. I can't stress this enough. This is really simple to think of. This is really simple whenever you think about it. Just hold them in line. They will both break, just like this. Just like that. So, same sort of thing applies with the overhead crack. For the overhead crack, it is basically the overhead plane creating a loop and breaking the target. So, you just set it on your head, and this section here, the whip, so I'm going to go really slow so you guys can see this. Right about there. So about there is what breaks the whip. So I'm going to go really slow with it just so you guys can kind of see how it works. The whip might not crack because I'm going really slow with it. As you can see, it's always usually this section of the whip that breaks the target. Now this isn't something you tell your audience, of course, but to the audience it looks like the whip is actually breaking it by the end of the whip. So whenever you do it really fast, it looks like this. I have one left over. Alright, now similar to the cattleman's crack, if you can move that plane this way, right in front of you, then you can put it in your own mouth, put your hand behind your back, lean forward just a tad bit, and if you do that cattleman's crack at this angle, there will be a perfect slice right here. Just like that. My name's Aubrey Whipazachari. I hope this helped explain the conventional targeting tricks. Thank you for watching.